Each year in Washington State, thousands of children and youth are involved in the child welfare and juvenile justice systems. Sadly, these systems aren't set up to support their needs, and youth of color are disproportionately impacted. These systems are inefficient, unyielding, and complex. Tragically, they have too many ways to enter and not enough ways to leave. CCYJ is committed to improving outcomes for the members of our community impacted by these systems by fundamentally changing how they operate. This type of system reform doesn't happen overnight. The road is long, and it takes the efforts of many.
When Bobbe J founded CCYJ in 2006, many people didn't believe system reform was even possible, and very few were dedicated to making it happen. My dad knew if one person could lead this effort, it was Bobbe J, and that is why he agreed to be a founding board member. Working together and with others at her dining room table, they started CCYJ. Bobbe and everyone in that room knew that if they were going to be successful, they would have to inspire young people and prepare them to join in. That's why the CCYJ internship program is so vital.
When you think of an internship program, especially either right out of college or in the middle of college, right, you get that classic, you go fetch coffee and you print paper and you do things and you're kind of very much in the background. CCYJ is not like that. You are in it. You're in it. You are part of it. You contribute your ideas, your experience.
I was going into the internship wanting to pivot to social policy so I can advocate better for families of color and people of color, and I see that in the work that they do.
I think the importance of the CCYJ's internship program is bringing students in and learning about systems reform work, about systems change, that this is a job, that this is actually something people do, is that they work at a systemic level to create change.
It was trying to work on anything and everything that had to do with the, systematic inequities for children in the foster care and juvenile justice systems. And the scope of that problem is a lot. It's a lot for anybody to handle, and definitely for a relatively nascent nonprofit.
It was a really, really enlightening experience. I think it gave me a really, really good opportunity to recontextualize the way I look at a lot of situations.
It's this third way of change. It's not litigation, it's not legislation, it's practice change, it's systems reform. And it's very unique. You could pass a bill or you could file a lawsuit and win it, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything for implementation. We're on the ground making sure that we fulfill the spirit of the law, right? And actually make the change.
Justice Bridge changed my life in a lot of really important ways. She was a pivotal mentor to me at very early stages of my career. I mean, when I first started CCYJ, I was just graduating high school, so a lot of years. And she shaped a lot of important parts of my career.
My reason for going to law school was because I wanted to address systemic racism. When I went to law school, they taught me how to be a lawyer. And do direct service litigation. But what CCYJ taught me is that there is a role for lawyers to do policy work, where you're working systemically to address issues.
Someday, hopefully, we're all going to retire, and we need new young folks, new emerging leaders to lead this movement, really, to make change.
Working at CCYJ opened our interns' eyes to the power and possibility of creating a better tomorrow for youth and families who are impacted by the juvenile justice and child welfare systems. And they were mentored by some of the biggest trailblazers in the field.